Let's dive into this video on 4 truly interesting YouTube niches where you can rack up millions of views with relatively little competition. And don't miss the end, because I've discovered a tactic while preparing this video that completely blew me away. I'm Albert Mora, and on this channel I'm going to share all the strategies I've used to get millions of views on YouTube and earn thousands of euros. Everything will be practical and straight to the point, so you can discover my secrets and apply them yourself too. Let's start with the first niche, which is celebrity drama. The whole topic of celebrities always has many views, and in each of the niches that I am going to present to you, I am going to tell you the pros and cons that I see and what I like and what I don't like. Let's start a bit with the data. I have selected the keyword. I am going to look at the last 7 days because I am looking at things that have really worked in the last week. I am going to search for channels with a maximum of 50,000 subscribers. I don't want to compete with large channels, and I search all categories and all regions. Let's see the results. And here several videos appear to me, and we see the data. Here it is very interesting. We see that in 1 week it has gotten 3 million views with only one channel with only 46,000 subscribers, with almost 100 times the number of subscribers compared to the number of views. We see the second video, and it already drops a lot. 600,000 views with 18,000 subscribers. It seems an interesting niche. Let's watch this video. I am going to lower the volume so as not to have problems with YouTube. And here we see the video. We simply see that it is quite easy to make. They are photos with some simple comments and a video really of 11 seconds. Very easy to make. What I don't like is that to make the video he has used photos that may have copyright. In principle, I believe that it should not have any problem with YouTube. On the subject of images, normally there are no copyright problems. But for me, the whole issue of copyright and avoiding copyright problems, I always try to avoid. Let's continue analyzing this sector. And what I like is that we see the channel that produced this video. We go here to see more. And another interesting fact is that we see that this channel was created recently. It is almost 8 or 9 months old. And in these 8 or 9 months, it has generated more than 100 million views, which makes it seem very promising. Let's continue with the investigation. Let's look now directly on YouTube, and we see what VDQ tells us. I have the tool installed, the Chrome extension that is free. VDQ gives us this score that takes into account the search volume of the keyword and the competition. In this case, it has a 49, so it is neither very bad nor very good. But well, more than the figures that VDQ gives us, I prefer the figures we have seen previously, where relatively new channels with few subscribers have given millions of views. Finally, what I am going to do, and it is another tool that I advise you to use, is to use Google Trends. And they're the 4 aforementioned that I have selected we are going to compare to have more information. And it is also a tool, Trends, that allows me to discover sub-niches within a given niche. Here what we are going to do is enter the keyword. In this case, celebrity. I have put celebrity instead of celebrity drama, since I want it more general, not a specific word within the niche. We are going to search it worldwide, the last 90 days. We can choose another option if we want. All categories. And there it is important to select YouTube search. There it gives us the number of searches in web search, in image search, in the news. But I'm going to concentrate on what would be the YouTube search. We go there. And here it gives us data for the last 90 days of the rising, which are the trends, and the top searches for that keyword. Here we see that Master Chef, I suppose, must now be the season that is starting and is topping the rankings. But it is always interesting because I can discover new keywords. Up to here, the first niche. Let's go to the second one. The second niche is related to what they call animal transformation. You will see it later. It is a sub-niche within the animal niche that has become very fashionable, but that is still interesting. We are going to do the same analysis that we have done previously. I look up the keyword, the last 7 days. I click here on search and we give it the results. And here too the results are really impressive. A video from a channel with only 4,000 subscribers has had 12 million views. It really is incredible. Let's see the second, which already drops quite a bit, but also another channel with 4,600 subscribers with 1.5 million views. Let's watch the first video. And here what it is about is animals from when they transform from pups to adult animals. They are relatively short videos, and you will see, I still don't play it, but that many of these videos use the same type of search. I already knew this sub-niche and all, the majority, use the same type of music. The good thing about this type of videos is that they are relatively easy to make and we have no copyright problems. They're going to generate the images with AI programs to make images, and with AI programs for videos, we're going to transform the images into videos. We analyze the channel to see what it gives us. We click here for more information. Incredible. This is incredible. This channel is less than a month old, and with only 34 videos, it has gotten 9 million views. Really a very good subniche. It is starting to be a bit saturated, but the data is really impressive. Let's continue with the analysis. We go here to Google Trends, and we are going to enter. To compare with the previous one, I am going to enter animals, and let's see how it compares with that of celebrities. We see here the relative weight in YouTube searches of each of the two niches. Again, what I could do, as we have seen previously, if I go here to animals, the rising, I can discover new sub-niches that are not strictly animal transformation that may interest me. But there, to not make the video too long, I'll leave it there for you to analyze. Let's continue with the third sub-niche. We are going to continue with the third niche, and I am really going to confess to you that with this niche, I had serious doubts about whether to present it or not, because it has very clear pros, but also very clear cons, which is the topic of ASMR. As we will see in the number of searches, this niche or macro niche is really impressive, but it has a lot of competition. Which is why, if you opt for this niche, I would advise you to investigate more, as we will see later, and enter a sub-niche within this large niche which is ASMR. Let's look at the data, and there in the 7 days, as we have done previously, we see that a channel with 36,000 views has had 5 million views. And in this case, it is an ASMR related to the world of makeup. This video is really complicated to make if you are not a makeup specialist, which is why you have to delve into the niche to see which ASMR sub-niche is most suitable for you. Let's look at the data. We will compare it with the other two. And here we are going to enter, I have done it previously, ASMR, and really so that you see the potential of this niche compared to that of animals and celebrity, which have millions of views, but see the potential it has. Here what I would do, if I opted for this niche, I would look here at ASMR. I would look at the trends of the last 7 days, or 30 days, or 90 days, and I would look at the top words within the said. ASMR eating, mukbang, sleep, etc., etc. Which is why there indeed more research is needed on your part, but it really is a niche with a lot of potential as you can see in this graph. Before continuing with the last niche that I have selected in this video, I would like that if you have any questions, you leave them in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for new videos, you also leave them in the comments. And in upcoming videos, I will try to make those videos that my audience likes most. Let's see the last niche, and we will see the tactic that I told you about at the beginning of the video, which really if you only take that tactic from this video, I think it is more than enough. Self-improvement, which would be a translation, would be self-help, self-improvement, okay? Let's see, as we have always done in the last 7 days, and let's see the results. And here we see, well, also very good data, a video with almost 5 million views from a channel with only 6,000 subscribers. Let's watch the video, and there is where I discovered that tactic. Now I am going to show it to you, but first let's look at the channel, and there, as always, I look at the data. In this case, I see that the channel has been around for a while, but surely it must have been inactive for a long time, because it has only 33 videos, which is why you can see there the age of the videos. Not all are short, and I cannot see it. In any case, as I was telling you before, we are going to see the tactic that it uses. I am going to stop the music to not have problems, and here what you see is a super simple 5-second video, a 5-second short, that only has text, and let's see the beginning, which is darkened. You can hardly see anything at the beginning. I am going to play it, and as little by little it starts to appear, until it reveals, well, simply, information about a plan, in this case of self-improvement, that you can hardly see the text. What does that do? That the user retention graph, the average watch time of this video must be incredible, because people hardly see it, they replay it, they replay it, they replay it, and that benefits it when it comes to having good results in that metric, which is quite important. And now to finish, I am going to put it here, to compare with the other sectors, and here I have placed it. And we see that in this case, self-improvement has many fewer views, but well, it is one more indicator that you can use, and as always, well, you go here to this, to the concrete information of the keyword, and you can see within this niche if you want to use another sub-niche, with the information of the top words of the period and of the words that are trending in the last moments. Until next time.